All right, guys. So my auditions and everything went pretty well. Still got a couple more to do, all by tomorrow night. So fingers crossed I get through them. But we are talking about 23 years in. Shocking, right? I can say that I'm surprised. When all this started, when I was diagnosed, I was, why me? What did I do? What didn't I do? Everything like that. Like, it was, why me? I was a good student, honor society, everything. I was doing everything I thought I was supposed to be doing. And then this hit, and I was just in shock, you know? Um, I was 17 when I was diagnosed, and I was planning on going away to school. I had scholarships to two schools. I think one was in California and one was in Wisconsin. And I was deciding between the two, and I was so excited and so happy. And then my senior year, I got type 1 diabetes. So it changed everything. Shortly after the diabetes diagnosis, I also got hit with diabetic nerve damage in my legs and feet. Some of you guys heard the story numerous times. So it hurt. My ability to walk was hindered for almost a year. So I lost the ability to walk for almost a year due to that. So obviously, going away to school was no longer on the table for me. And I think the reason why it was because I was scared. I was so terrified of leaving my home base and having to fight this disease and be alone. And that was a fear of mine, just 17, still adjusting to having to go out into the world and do the whole college thing. And then I got diabetes. So I was a little upset, but I stayed in Chicago, went to school, got my degrees, all of that stuff and everything, and I had a blast. Um, I, it's just, for me, it's hard to see this as a negative. Let me explain. Cancer runs in my family and things like that. So we've lost family members to that. We've lost to HIV and things like that, drug overdoses and stuff like that. So there's been a lot more difficult crap that I've lost family to. So as I got older, I realized diabetes was not that difficult. And I say this because none of us are guaranteed tomorrow. You know, trying not to cry. My mom thought I would not make it, and she would not see me live past a certain amount of time and everything. My twin brother and everything, they were worried about how long I would be here and all of this because I had this disease. But I've buried my mom and I've buried my twin brother, and I'm still here with diabetes. So to me, I don't see it as a negative. I think diabetes has shown to me I have a strength that I probably didn't really know that I had. It's taught me so much about my body and how to listen to it and how to pay attention to it and how to, try my best not to ignore it. Like sometimes I do. I will. I have my days where I'm just like, yeah, screw it. I'm going to do what I want. But diabetes has taught me so much more that I honestly don't think I would have learned had I not been diagnosed with this disease. And with people in my family, just, not just family, but friends and things like that, losing them and things, it's shown me diabetes is not a death sentence. Um, Life is a blessing, and we spend so much time cursing excuse the language, the bullshit that happens to us, we don't acknowledge the blessings. And my mom and my twin brother were my best friends. And losing them taught me that nothing is promised. So every day that I wake up, yes, I got to fight this damn disease. Some days I wake up coming out of a hypo or in the back of an EMT and things like that. But for me, the fact is that I woke up. Something that my grandmother will never do again. Something that my mom doesn't get to do again. Something that my twin brother doesn't get to do again. This is a blessing to me. So 23 years in with this disease, and I'm excited. I never would have thought I would be here. And I'm proud. Before, when I got diagnosed, I was anti everything. Especially CGMs. I do apologize, but yes, I was really hardcore against CGMs. And through the advice of some of my great doctors and things like that, I have my CGMs and my insulin pump, and they've done wonders for me. My A1Cs were at about 29, 30 when I was diagnosed with type 1. And I had gotten them down through regular finger pricks and injections to 13 when I was given an insulin pump. And then from there, I got them from 13 down to like 7.5 on the insulin pump. And then I was at like 7.2 when I was put on the CGM. And then the CGM got me down to 6.6. So I'm grateful. These are benefits to me. These are blessings. There are complications. For me, it's the ability to have kids. Due to the delay in my diagnosis, it was determined that I should have been diagnosed in 8th grade. So one of the offsets of that was I can't seem to carry to term. Multiple miscarriages. I've had like 6 of them or whatever. And some of them, my doctors called them a miscarriage, but I had to get abortions on some cases. I think it was 2 of them, only because the heartbeat stopped, but it did not expel on its own, so I had to have it removed. But carrying the term is not looking like a great idea for me. So yeah, that's a side effect, but I found my silver lining in that because I get to work with kids now. I teach dance to little demon children. Yes, I call them my little demon children. But I get to teach dance to them. And it's a blessing. I get to be around kids. I get to hang out with them. I get to talk to them. I get to do what I can to introduce them to dance and things like that. And sometimes they just want to talk to me and be around me. And that is what I consider the silver lining, because to me, I feel like if I had kids of my own or something like that, I wouldn't be able to devote as much time as I do to the kids that I teach. Because obviously I would have to worry about my kids. But this way, the children I teach, they get 100% of me. So that's my silver lining. Maybe that's why I wasn't meant to have kids. But had a thyroid issue, managed to get my levels under tighter control, got that nipped in the bud. So it's a constant balancing act. I do wonder if I wasn't diagnosed, would I still have encountered the little side effects? Well, obviously not the nerve damage, but, would I have been able to carry to term? Would I have ended up with a thyroid problem? Would I have, all these little things like stuff like that, would that have still happened in my life? And I don't know. Do I let it stress me out? No. I'm excited to see the next 23 years, the next 30 years, whatever it is. I'm excited to see it because I know I can do it. One thing diabetes, like I said, it's taught me that there's a strength about me. There's a strength I never knew I had. Would I go back in time and change it? No, I would not. And the reason why is because this strength that I have, it was given to me to show me what I can do, how I can do it, and the things I can accomplish. There's still so much I still have to accomplish, trust me. But I think right now, me and my diabetes I think we're in a good place. So, I don't have anything else to say. That's about all I can say. 23 years in, and I'm happy. I'm happy with where I'm at in my life. Well, professionally, maybe I want to be a little bit further, but working on that. But I'm happy. Me and diabetes are in a good place right now. And God willing, we're going to stay there because I'm going to work my damnedest to keep us there. So, how many years are you guys in? And how do you feel? Let me know. Bye.